So ladies and mental gen, my brothers and sisters, let me ask you, what would be your reaction if your boyfriend's or girlfriend's mother slaps you on your very first visit just because you didn't wash dishes? Let me give you this hot gist. Glory was the kind of girl who carried herself with quiet confidence. Born and raised in Lagos, but with roots in Delta State, she was the second of 4 children. Her father was a retired civil servant, very disciplined, but in their home, there were no specific roles for boys or girls. Everyone worked, boy or girl. Her dad took charge of cooking on Saturdays. Her elder sister handled cleaning, and her younger brothers rotated between washing dishes and laundry. It was a balanced system, and Glory grew up believing relationships should mirror that balance: love, respect, and teamwork. So when she started dating Femi, a charming young man from Ogun State, she thought she'd found someone who shared her values. Femi was attentive, fun, and generous with affection. He wasn't perfect. He sometimes avoided difficult conversations, but to Glory, he seemed reasonable enough. 2 months ago, Femi visited her family for the first time. From the second he stepped into their modest but tidy home in Surulere, her parents treated him like a king. Her mom, Caroline, went all out. Egusi soup with assorted meat, fried rice with grilled chicken, even a chilled bottle of Chapman because Femi once mentioned it was his favorite. Her dad, who usually reserved the fine china for Christmas, brought them out just for him. Her siblings played their part too, giggling and teasing her while making Femi feel welcome. Her younger brother ironed his shirts without being asked, while her mom discreetly slipped extra chicken into his plate. She noticed it all. In fact, at some point, she felt low-key jealous. The VIP treatment was so extreme that she wondered if she herself had ever been treated that way. Femi, of course, enjoyed every second. He sat back, relaxed, and didn't so much as lift a finger. No one asked him to wash a single plate. Nobody expected him to help in the kitchen. He was the guest, and in her family, guests were exempted from chores. Glory clocked it. This is how my family welcomes you. No stress, no drama, just love. She thought Femi would carry the same spirit when she finally visited his people. Fast forward to a week later. Femi invited her to his family's house in Abeokuta for his grandfather's memorial. Glory packed carefully, even buying small gifts for his siblings and mother to make a good impression. From the moment they arrived, she was warmly welcomed. Her aunties hugged her, her cousins cracked jokes, and Femi's siblings seemed excited to meet her. She exhaled, thinking, thank God, no wahala. That first day, she joined the women in the kitchen. Even though caterers were hired for the main event, there were still smaller dishes to prepare. Glory rolled up her sleeves and chopped vegetables till her fingers ached. She marinated meat, pounded spices, and stayed on her feet for hours. By bedtime, her legs were burning, her back was sore, but she felt proud. She'd done her best to contribute. The memorial went smoothly. Guests were fed, speeches were made, and the family name was honored. Glory collapsed into bed that night, thinking she'd earned their respect. But the very next morning, the storm began. She woke up at around 9 a.m. I know, to some people, that's late, but she was exhausted from the previous day. Femi wasn't in the room, so Glory cleaned up, bathed, dressed, and even tidied their space. On her way to throw out the trash, she noticed a tall pile of dirty plates stacked in the backyard, buzzing with flies. She found it strange, but kept moving. When she got to the living room, she saw Femi's younger siblings, 13-year-old twins and a teenage girl of 16, lounging in front of the TV. They told her their mom wanted her in the kitchen. She went. At first, things were fine. She prepped ingredients and reached for the gas cooker, but Femi's mother, Mrs. Adewale, told her they'd be using firewood. Glory hesitated. I don't really know how to cook with firewood, she admitted politely. Mrs. Adewale smiled thinly. It's okay, you can leave it. Grateful, Glory began putting ingredients back. On her way out, she spotted that same mountain of dirty plates. So she casually asked, should I call your kids to help wash these? The flies are everywhere. That was the trigger. Under her breath, Mrs. Adewale muttered in Yoruba, "If you had proper home training, you'd offer to wash them yourself." Unfortunately for her, Glory understood Yoruba perfectly. She froze, then turned slowly. "Why would you say that, Ma?" The woman's smile disappeared. "You are a lazy girl, no manners at all. Is this how you wake up late when you marry my son, a whole man that was up by 7 a.m.? Glory was stunned. She tried to keep calm. "With respect, Ma, your son didn't do much yesterday. Of course he wouldn't be tired." That line was a mistake. The older woman gasped. "So you are comparing yourself to a man?" Her voice rose, sharp and cutting. Before Glory could respond, Femi walked in. He asked what was going on. Glory told him word for word. But instead of defending her, Femi pulled her aside. "Babe, just wash the plate so peace will reign," he whispered. Glory blinked at him. "How many plates did you wash when you came to my house?" He dodged the question, insisting she should apologize. "Apologize for what?" she asked, her voice rising. The argument drew attention. Femi's teenage sister stormed over, telling Glory to stop shouting at her brother. Glory snapped back, "Mind your business." And just like that, the girl slapped her. Glory's head whipped to the side. Without thinking, she slapped back, harder. Chaos erupted. Mrs. Adewale lunged at her, but Femi grabbed her to stop the fight. In the scuffle, his mother swung and missed, only to land the slap squarely on her own son. The entire backyard fell silent. Everyone froze in disbelief. Glory didn't wait for the aftermath. She grabbed her bag, walked out the gate, and never looked back. She went home to her own people to cool off and get sense from people who love her. Her mom listened from start to finish, without interrupting, the way only a mother who has fought her own in-law battles can. When Glory finished, Caroline asked just one question. "When he came here, did anybody make him lift a finger?" Glory shook her head. "Abeg, don't go and turn yourself into house girl just to prove you make a good wife," her mom advised. Her dad said nothing for a full minute, then he cleared his throat. "Respect is not slavery. If their respect needs you to be smaller than yourself, it is not respect." 4 days passed. Glory's phone lit up like a Christmas tree. Missed calls, long voice notes, paragraphs from Femi. "Babe, let's just talk. You know my mom, she didn't mean it like that. Please don't make this bigger than it is." Bigger than it is? A slap is already big, oh. She keeps asking herself, if this is how they treat me now, what will marriage look like? The question is, did Glory do the right thing by standing up for herself? Or should she have obeyed just for peace to reign?